Assalamualaikum everyone and welcome to Cars&Conversation, and in this video we have this extremely nice Nissan GTR which is owned by Mr. Saad Abdullah.
Assalamualaikum, bro. Pleasure to meet you.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
As well.
I'm doing good, bro. How are you doing?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Bro, the car itself, we all know about it, the R35 GTR, and it itself, I believe it's quite unique because of the way it looks, the kit and the big spoiler. So work, it's called intro about you and the car.
So I'm Saad Abdullah. This is my 2012 Nissan GTR, and I got this around 2.5 years back.
Okay.
I think 2022 winter দিকে নিয়েছিলাম. And yeah, I've been driving it for 2.5 years. Drives like a charm.
It does.
And I've driven it for almost 4,500 kilos ever since I bought it.
Oh,
Car's running at এখন 12,000 kilometers.
12,000
so
only.
It's fairly pretty decent.
It is, yeah.
So,
And also, মানে first থেকে half almost, but তুমি জানিছো বলতে গেলে. So
the rest half, yeah. When I bought the car, it was around 7,000 or 6,000 something.
Okay.
It was not much driven.
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা.
The previous owner আসলে চালায় নাই. So since I got it, I've been driving it whenever I get the chance to.
Right.
And to be very honest, সবার একটা perception থাকে যে GTR is sort of a supercar or something. It is meant to be driven on empty roads and something like that.
And on weekends only.
And on weekends only, of course. But I defer to that because I can drive it whenever.
Agreed.
And to be very frank with you, it does not feel like the conventional built cars. You know what I mean? Like Evos and Subarus and এগুলাতে মনে করো daily drive করতে গিয়ে it gives you a hard time.
আচ্ছা.
But these are very modern cars, to be very honest, and it's comfortable.
Extremely comfortable,
it's very
by
comfortable.
the way. I was sorry surprised. Is it on stock?
It's not on stock suspension.
It's suspension.
So everything has been redone.
Okay.
Starting from the brakes, the coilovers, and everything is aftermarket.
Okay.
But the good thing is the car is a premium package GTR যেটা থাকে, which comes with leather seats, and heated seats as well.
Oh, nice.
So winter
আমাদের দেশে লাগবে না, but
winter লাগে bro. Winter is a blessing. রাত্রেবেলা যে ঠান্ডা পড়ে,
হ্যাঁ true. এখন তো সকাল মানে অনেক ঠান্ডা.
একটু heated seats থাকলে it's nice. And yeah, I mean it's pretty comfortable. I think তোমার অসুবিধা হচ্ছে
না, absolutely not. Honestly speaking, আমার ব্যাগ রাখা এখানে, and there are heaps of space up front.
Right.
And also the first thing, I mean, চড়ার পর it was very comfortable.
Right.
But I'm actually surprised at how good the comfort is, because I remember, in fact, আমার এই ইউনিটেই আমার লাইফের highest speed was achieved this car back in 2021.
Right.
I guess এর আগে যে ওনার ছিল,
Right.
আমি exact কত ফিগারটা বলবো না, but it was quite high. Something else. Sounds so
on empty roads is fantastic to drive, especially winter সময় bro. The car responds differently. It gets so much of cold air, and it shows while you're driving.
It does. And bro, and you mentioned about the brakes and suspension.
Right.
So এটা ছাড়া আর কি changes করা হচ্ছে?
Bro, মোটামুটি না গাড়িটা has been pushed to its max in a way.
Okay.
ওইরকম আর তেমন কোনো room for mods আর নাই.
আচ্ছা.
My intercooler is upgraded, the pipings are upgraded, the exhaust is upgraded. I have lightweight তোমার কি বলে brake disc গুলা.
আচ্ছা.
And তারপরে it's running on air suspension. That's another reason why it's a bit more comfortable. It also has an active spoiler at the back.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of adjusts itself while you're driving.
Understood.
Useful for taking sharp turns and corners. থাকার জন্য এরকম আসলে তেমন useful না. It's more for the show.
Right.
But it's a nice addition.
It is.
You got gearboxের জন্য cooler লাগানো হয়েছে, aftermarket POVs. The turbos are stock. And the internals are stock.
Okay.
The transmission is also stock.
Understood.
So apart from these things, tuning kora ase. It's a Litchfield tuned car.
Okay.
Stage 4.25 tuning kora. And yeah, I mean that's about it. I think
Nice.
that's about it.
And the front bumper is changed as well.
The front bumper has been upgraded.
To the facelift model.
Pore modular facelift kora, front and rear both. The car also has a carbon fiber hood.
Okay.
Which has been repainted
আচ্ছা
for the aesthetic purpose, of course.
Understood.
But overall না গাড়িটা বেশ lightweight, মানে তোমার সাসপেনশনের সাইড থেকে বলো and it feels light.
And the other thing about the R35 is that after 2024, it has stopped production.
It has stopped production.
Yeah.
GTRs are over, to be honest. I mean, 2024 পরে they're not manufacturing anymore. I'm not sure ওরা GTR 50টা নিয়ে আর কোনো কাজ করবে না কিনা, because that was so limited in production.
Right.
But I hope to see Nissan bringing out some similar cars in the future.
Exactly.
Because Nissan, played it really well with the GTRs, and they turned around in the market with this car.
Absolutely.
And I think this is the best car to ever come out of Japan in terms of performance, in terms of, racing arcade.
And the other factor about the R35 was that it was more friendly to be driven every day as well.
Absolutely.
For example, the other ones, the R34s, R33s, Mobil, I would say comparatively were friendly too.
Right.
But এটা was this R35 was a daily driven.
Absolutely.
It was made to kill supercars.
Absolutely.
If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
So অনেক দিক দিয়ে it was a good fit for a lot of buyers.
Right.
Abroad and locally in Japan as well.
But GTR টা আসলে back in 2018, so I used to study abroad. তারপরে দেশে আসার পরে I was looking for a GTR. But they were so মানে এত কম ছিল numbers এ, no one was willing to sell it.
Right.
তারপরে জাভেদ ভাইয়ের একটা ব্লু কালার যেটা ছিল, ওইটা was up for sale at that time. And it was mostly stock. It was a very stock car. So when I drove that one, I realized, GTR is not something that you have to take it to a track, but you have to race ratribala.
Right.
You can actually use it as a normal, তুমি daily driver হিসেবে use করতে পারো আরামসে. It does not give you that discomfort. It does not make those crackling noises inside. So it's decent. Decent.
And এমনিতেও এটা ছাড়া other options that you have
at the time of me buying the car?
At the time.
Okay, bro, that is a long story. So জিনিসটা হচ্ছে, when you compare a GTR with some other cars, GTR is on a league on its own. It's in a different league. So এই ক্যাটাগরির গাড়ি পাওয়াটা is very difficult unless you go for your European, options. So এটা কেনার সময় I had the Panamera in mind.
Okay.
And I also had a Boxster in mind. এগুলা নিয়ে চিন্তা করতেছিলাম যে, because I wanted something,
fast and unique.
Something unique. That was the point. I didn't want to drive something everyone was driving. But then again, ছোটবেলার থেকে this particular car had been in my mind.
Okay.
But then again, you know how the tax structure is in the country.
Absolutely.
মানে even if you can, you wouldn't want to spend so much money on a car in Dhaka. But তারপরেও কেমনে জানি মিলে যায়. I was looking for a GTR, and fortunately things worked in my favor. A perfect GTR came up for sale, and I didn't waste much time to get the deal done.
Nice. Alhamdulillah.
তারপর থেকে ভালোই চলতেছে.
Alhamdulillah.
So আমি সবসময় এভাবে চিন্তা করছিলাম যে I could have gotten a Panamera, I could have gotten an S-Class or whatever, but at the end of the day, every time a GTR would pass by, I would still roll the windows down and keep staring at it, in awe, like, damn, that's a car. So ভাবলাম এদিক ওইদিক না যেয়ে, let me just wait and get a GTR. So that's it. এটাই আর কি ভাবেই পাইলাম.
And also I feel like the following it has in Bangladesh as well as worldwide is actually second, and it's hard to compare with any other model from Japan.
Absolutely. Because Japan, there is no other cars like this. Is there?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
A-type Super MK4 was actually on par with the R34, but MK5 is nowhere near the
MK5. I mean, people have different opinion, but of course the B58 is a fantastic engine.
That engine is fantastic.
That is fantastic. But apart from that factor, I don't find anything
attractive about
too crazy about the new Supra. Like, it's fine, it's nice.
It's okay.
It's a good thing that you have the B55 F58, which is tunable. You can push it. But then again, at the end of the day, it didn't live up to its name. That's what I personally believe.
Agreed. And how's your experience with the car so far?
Well, Alhamdulillah. Fantastic. I can drive it anywhere. আমার গাড়ি বের করার আগে চিন্তা করা লাগে না GTR নিয়ে বের হবো, ঝামেলা. হ্যাঁ, of course the traffic অনেক বড় একটা ব্যাড বাজ. ঢাকার ট্রাফিকের মধ্যে, স্পেশালি অন গুলশান বনানী, এই ট্রাফিকের মধ্যে গাড়ি বের করে চালানোর ওরকম ধৈর্য হয় না. It's very annoying. But তারপরেও ট্রাই করি রাত্রেবেলা একটু ট্রাফিক কমলে. Traffic is the only issue. তাছাড়া I don't mind driving it for hours and hours. It does not give me that stiff back. It does not make me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
ভালোই লাগে. It's good and it's fun. And the car responds to you very nicely.
Nice.
It behaves the way you want it to behave.
Right.
You control the car, not the car doesn't control you.
Agreed. Absolutely.
So-
Absolutely. And একটা জিনিস আমি জাস্ট একটু অ্যাড করতে, যেটা নিয়ে আমরা একটু আগে আলাপ করতেছিলাম,
Right.
দ্যাট সবার একটা থট প্রসেস থাকে দ্যাট জিটিআর মানে হাফ টাইম ওয়ার্কশপে আছে, লাইক দ্য ইগোস এন্ড স্টাফ, বাট ইজ দিস অ্যাকচুয়ালি ট্রু অর ইজ ইট
I don't think so.
it
I
depends on
think-
the owner and the
Absolutely.
work done
It
to
depends on how you're taking care of your car. It
Right.
depends on how regularly you're doing your oil changes.
Mm-hmm.
And আমার মনে হয় না পুরো এরকম আসলে কারো ইস্যু থাকার কথা, because there are quite a few GTRs in the country now.
Yeah.
And more or less we all know সব
Each other, হ্যাঁ।
ওনার্সদের মধ্যে পরিচিত। And I don't think আমাদের কারো গাড়ি কখনো গ্যারাজে পড়েছিল for any
A long time.
any weird reason. Of course, drive and abuse is a thing. So if you
Right,
abuse your car, you have to go to the workshop.
Right, agree.
But তাছাড়া মোটামুটি পড়ে থাকার জন্য I don't think কারো এরকম কোনো অসুবিধা ফেস করছে।
আচ্ছা।
And it's a very, it's a very compliant car. It doesn't give you that hard time. ঠিকভাবে oil changes গুলো, I've driven it for 2,500 kilometers now. So a bit more than that in fact. But আমার personally ওরকম কোনো অসুবিধা ফেস করি নাই।
আচ্ছা।
And I did my servicing regularly. I try to do it every 400-500 kilometers. I try to get it done. Better be safe than
একটু
sorry.
বেশি early না, or is it okay for a
জিনিসটা
car as
হচ্ছে
such?
500 কিলোমিটার আমি তো চালাই, it takes a lot of time.
আচ্ছা,
তো
understood.
দেখা যায় আমার 7 মাস 8 মাস 9 মাস লেগে যায় 500 কিলোমিটার চালাইতে এখন।
Right, understood.
Because the traffic রাত্রেবেলা ওইভাবে get really busy and ওইভাবে টাইম হয় না গাড়ি
Right.
বের হওয়ার। But I think 500 is fine.
আচ্ছা।
Fine.
And I could just make to ask you that.
Yes.
So in general, the driving experience of a GTR as compared to other sports cars or similar supercars, how is it different? How is it unique, or is it in its own?
It's in a different league altogether. I have driven up quite a few cars, but I don't think I have matched anything to a GTR.
Gotcha.
I mean, everything about this car it's crazy. It's a work of art, honestly speaking, not because I own one, but I think anyone who drives a GTR would say the same thing. It's crazy nice to drive one. It gives you that confidence that you can just keep going.
Right.
আর টানাটানির দিক থেকে, I'll be very frank with you, I'm not a big fan of গাড়ি টানাটানি করা. I do not support that. I do not endorse that.
আচ্ছা।
ঠিক আছে, রাত্রেবেলা if you're on your own or if you're cruising with one or two friends, যাদেরকে
Someone you know.
যাদের
Exactly.
উপর ভরসা করতে পারো,
হ্যাঁ।
people who know how you drive, যাদের ব্যাপারে তুমিও জানো how they drive. And once you are driving with these people, I think it's fine. You can push a bit, you can have fun, but aimlessly accelerator para diye, taking your speedometer to 300 in a road like 300 feet.
Exactly.
It's absurd. I don't see the point.
It's
of
very
doing.
unsafe
It's
too.
unsafe at the same time, because rastar majkhane anyone can be crossing the road anytime. And when you are at 250 plus, no matter how good your brakes are, no matter how good of a driver you are, it takes a split second for something to go wrong.
Agreed.
I wouldn't ever want to risk that. So ঠান্ডা ভাবেই চালাই, আস্তে আস্তে চালাই, ক্রুজ করি. I think I enjoy that. Enjoy that.
না, and also I feel like মানে R35 slow চালানো একটা মজা আছে ওটার মধ্যে, like the handling and whatnot. I'm pretty sure
you get to feel the car. You get to understand how the car responds. Like, and with all these readings এখানে যেটা আমি ড্যাশে দেখতে পারি, it gives you a very good idea and অনেক হেল্পফুল. Like you can see তুমি অ্যাক্সিলারেটর কতটুকু প্রেস করতেছো,
brakes
তোমার brakes কতটুকু প্রেস করা লাগতেছে.
Right.
You can keep a track on if your engine temperature or your water temp বা তোমার transmission temp বেড়ে যাচ্ছে কিনা. So it's very handy. It's very handy. Have you reviewed a GTR before?
Yeah,
I think you
I
have
the white one.
The white body kit.
Yeah, the white body kit.
Right.
That looks fantastic as well.
Right. You know what I liked about that video?
Yeah.
I remember তখন ওনারকে ইন্টারভিউ করছিলাম. তুমি ওনারকে ইন্টারভিউ করছিলেন, you were asking him যে ভাই আপনি যদি GTR না কিনতেন, what would you rather buy?
Right.
And that guy replied saying, I would rather, I think he was confused between a Ferrari and a GTR.
right. I remember
the comparison.
Exactly.
You compared this car
to F430 at that time.
With F430 back in 2000, I think.
12.
I believe he got it in 2012.
11-12 I think.
এটাতে বোঝা যায় যে what the GTRs are competing with.
True.
It's unlike anything else. মানে it's on a different league. তুমি GTR যদি honestly compare করতে চাও, you compare to the Huracan. You compare to the Italia.
R7, R8.
R8, absolutely. R8 is a fantastic competitor for this car. So এদের সাথে compare করতে পারো, the number of those cars in Bangladesh is very handful. আর যাদের কাছে আছে অনেক শৌখিন মানুষ, no one wants to use their cars, সবাই যত্ন করে রাখে।
Understandable.
So এটাই।
And to how's the experience with the fuel servicing and maintenance of the car, because I'm sure যারা অনেক বড় R30 fans, এই chapter is very important for them.
আমার জন্য personally the engine oil is readily available in Dhaka.
Okay.
So আমার এটা নিয়ে কোনো প্যারা হয় না।
আচ্ছা।
The filters I get it from abroad.
Okay.
My brake pads I get it from abroad. So আমার পুরো limitlesser calipers and brake pads and rotor shock endlesser.
আচ্ছা।
So আমার যখনই কোনো কিছু লাগে আমি ইউকে থেকে আমার মতন আনাই নেই।
Okay.
And আমার go to place হচ্ছে সামাদ ভাইয়ের কাছে গিয়ে আমার all I have to do is drop the car and he gets everything done and sends me back the car the next day.
Right.
So it's pretty convenient, pretty easy. ওরকম কোনো ঝামেলা দেখি না।
And I'm not, is the basic servicing too expensive or is it okay?
I think it's okay, bro. I don't know, you're driving a GTR.
Exactly. So
you can't compromise with quality at this point.
True.
তোমার যদি একটু বেশি টাকা লাগে to get the best engine oil for your car, that's an investment you're making for the car, because keeping the car healthy and kind of keeps your car value in check. It's going to deteriorate.
Absolutely.
Unrivaled quality. Journey with confidence. Mobil.
And about fuel.
Okay, fuel. So I do a very different thing, bro.
Okay.
Ever since I bought the car, I've never taken it to a pump.
আচ্ছা।
আমি কখনো পাম্পে নেই নাই তেল ভরার জন্য। আমি একটা পাম্প আছে, আমি ওইখান থেকে তেল আনাই নেই বাসায়।
আচ্ছা।
And I refuel it ওখান থেকেই। But recently গত 1 বছর ধরে I have completely moved to premium fuel.
Okay.
So I'm running around 95 right now. আর আমি এখন এটা দিয়েই ড্রাইভ করি।
আচ্ছা।
So it gives you a much better driving experience. Yeah.
And also
আকাশ পাতাল তফাৎ।
আমি এটাই মাত্র বলতাম,
আকাশ
I'm
পাতাল
sure
তফাৎ।
as compared to pump gas, this is like
the difference is huge. The difference is huge.
Agreed.
But GTR একটা নাইস জিনিস হচ্ছে, my car is tuned like I told you.
Yes.
তো যখনই আমার গাড়িতে কোনো খারাপ তেল পড়ে নাই আলহামদুলিল্লাহ কখনো, but যদি পড়েও the car is not going to push anymore. It's going to give you the engine check sign.
Right.
And it is going to stop you from pushing the car automatically. So গাড়িও টের পায় যে না বাজে fuel ঢুকছে, I shouldn't allow the owner to push it.
Right.
And hence গাড়িও restrict করে ফেলে তোমাকে. So yeah. But মজার জিনিস হচ্ছে গাড়িতে there are 3 different tunes.
Okay.
And there's a basic tune.
Okay.
And then there is pops and bang.
Okay.
And then there is একটা higher tune আছে।
আচ্ছা।
ডিফারেন্স অনেক বেশি ডিফারেন্সটা তোমার লো বুস্টার হাই বুস্টারের মধ্যে।
Okay. আচ্ছা।
রাত্রেবেলা ঠান্ডার মধ্যে যদি হাই বুস্টে গাড়ি চালাও, it's scary.
Something else.
It's scary.
Okay.
Because it feels like, after a certain speed, at a certain speeder পরে না, it just feels like the car is about to take off anytime. So it gives you, তোমার হঠাৎ করে না ভয় লাগা শুরু করবে যে something around 250 260 তে you feel যে চাকাটা যে কোনো সময় উঠে যাবে ঠিক আছে।
Right.
So I kind of stopped pushing at that point.
Understand.
But it's the best thing about the GTR is the way it responds to you. I think that is what I enjoy the most. আমি কতটুকু accelerate করতেছি, my car responds accordingly. That is what I enjoy the most about it. আর গাড়িতে একটা ভ্যালে মোডও আছে।
আচ্ছা।
So for example, আমি যদি কোনো ওয়ার্কশপে গাড়ি দিয়ে আসি বা কোথাও গাড়ি দিয়ে আসি, people have the tendency গাড়ির ভিতরে ঢুকেই স্টার্ট দিয়ে অ্যাক্সিলারেটর মারা শুরু করবে, রেভ করবে, রেড লাইন করবে। It's harmful for the car, of course. So the valet mode restricts you from doing that. Valet mode যদি অন থাকে, তুমি গ্যারাজে পাঠাও বা যেখানে থাকো, তোমার RPM to 2500 এর উপরে ওঠার চান্স নেই।
Or even যদি শফারও চলে, so it will be safe.
Of course. In fact, আমি আমার শফারকে একবার চালাতে দিয়েছি এটা। We drove it to this garage.
Okay.
So yeah.
Nice. and so আমরা একটা সেগমেন্ট করি in the channel ওখানে we talk about 3 pros and 3 cons so যদি তুমি তোমার point of view থেকে share করতে পারো
3 pros and 3 cons about the car
yeah
bro pros হচ্ছে I think the pro is my dream came true with the GTR.
Nice, alhamdulillah.
I think it's a words দিয়ে বোঝানো যাবে না how amazing this car is. It's a bliss. When I feel like a child every time I'm driving this car.
MashaAllah.
Pro arekta hocche I forgot to mention it's a very economical car.
Oh, is
it's
it?
Fuel efficient.
Acha.
This is heavily modded. This is perhaps
Quite
the most modded GTR there is. I don't know, I might be wrong. But it does not fuel obhabe khaye na.
Okay.
It's decent.
So how much do you get approximately per liter?
Obhabe hisab kori nai kokhono, but I think it shouldn't be less than 4.
Oh wow.
I think it shouldn't be less than 4.
Wow.
It's pretty economical.
That's
and
really
I don't know
cool.
if it comes from the premium fuel.
Acha.
But
I think that's a factor as well.
That is also a factor.
That is a big
also factor. But mileage bhaloi pai. I have no complaints with that. Arekta bhalo part hocche of course air suspension thakate আমার জন্য পার্সোনালি অনেক সুবিধা হয় because ঢাকার রাস্তা you know how it is. Certain places when it's too clustered বা যদি একটু বেশি ভাঙাচোরা থাকে I can easily lift the car and just drive through it without damaging my car in any way. Bro, cons, you cannot ask a GTR owner about the cons of a GTR. I don't think there is any con of a GTR.
Acha, okay.
GTR চালানোর কোনো downside নাই. It's only you being happy. It just keeps on going better and better.
Nice, alhamdulillah.
So
great to hear.
Negative কোনো side আমি পাইনি এখনো পর্যন্ত.
একটা con I feel like just from my point of view, it grabs a lot of attention from other people. So what happens? It's a good thing definitely.
Right.
But কয়েকজন একটু overly excited হয়ে যায় গাড়ির সামনে এসে পড়ে and stuff like that. So it's আমার জন্য ভয় আমি যদি own করতাম respecter for me.
এটার জন্য I face this a lot because I love collecting cars and I own quite a few unique cars. So আমার এই সমস্যাটা হয়. People are always over your cars and taking pictures. আমি পুরো darkest tint করে ঘুরে বেড়াই.
Right.
হ্যাঁ পুলিশ থামায় প্যারা দেয়. But I wouldn't want my privacy to be invaded. I could be with my family,
exactly,
my partner or whatever, but I wouldn't want কেউ এসে এভাবে ছবি randomly তুলে নিয়ে যায় এরকম একবার হয়েছে আমি আমার বোনের সাথে my sister was sitting next to me. I was driving. It was a Friday and after I was done রাত্রেবেলা বাসায় এসে দেখি my sister's face is all over the car pages and stuff and I didn't like it. So এটাই downside নাই bro. হ্যাঁ মানে ঠিক আছে একটু attention grab হয়
but এটা কিন্তু external factor.
With great power comes great responsibilities.
Absolutely agree.
So if you're driving something like this you have to be okay with you getting papped and you getting you know একটু তো tolerate করতেই হবে.
Agreed. Sound is fantastic.
It sounds better when you have your windows down, but to make it
First of all, the chai extremely stable.
Thank you. I think it is.
This is quite hard to believe.
It doesn't go all over the place.
No.
It's very grounded.
Very grounded, very stable, very smooth as well. The sound is fantastic too. And any future plans with the car?
Future plans?
Yes.
Future plan আছে bro.
Acha.
I want to upgrade my turbos.
Okay.
Turbo change করলে of course আমার internals এ হাত দিতে হবে. I probably will do that in a year maybe.
Okay, inshallah.
I might do a paint job.
Okay.
I might. I'm not still sure because of course I don't want to copy anyone's color. White or blue are my favorite colors for a GTR.
Right.
But there are white and blue
There are
GTRs,
white.
especially নতুন একটা চিটাং
হ্যাঁ
আসছে।
হ্যাঁ white টা খুব সুন্দর,
It's a
very nice car.
It is a 2024 brand new
24 brand new, হ্যাঁ।
so
এটা আসবে না probably
আর আসবে
আমাদের
না,
দেশে
I don't
because
know.
এটার দাম এখন যা হবে
bro, the tax itself is
হ্যাঁ।
something around 5 crores
5
at this
crores,
point.
yeah, just the
That is
tax.
absurd.
insane আসলে
It's insane.
হুম
So but I know the owner.
হুম I know
In
him.
fact, I got my Z4 from him.
oh okay
My
আচ্ছা
orange one was bought from him.
orange one
Fantastic guy.
হুম
But he has always wanted a GTR. I know him personally, so সে সবসময় বলতো যে bro, my next car is going to be a GTR whenever that is.
nice
So I'm very happy for him. He got a very lovely unit.
nice আলহামদুলিল্লাহ
সুন্দর একটা unit.
খুব সুন্দর এটা মাশাআল্লাহ
ঢাকায় নিয়ে আসবে।
আচ্ছা okay
I'll let you know when he brings it. to Dhaka.
okay
We'll shoot
I'll talk
together.
to him no problem
Yeah.
I think he's in Bangkok now
He's in
after he's
Bangkok.
back
He's in Bangkok.
we'll talk inshallah no problem একটা short pull if possible
Bro?
একটা short pull if possible
Of course. Another nice thing about the car.
yeah
It makes beautiful music.
my goodness crazy car is so
It's pretty
stable
It's
so
and it's
stable
comfy.
it
You
is
don't
it
feel a
is
single bump.
absolutely
It
not
doesn't, থাকে না কিছু build cars এর মধ্যে যে
অনেক
পাখি
stiff
থাকে।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Look at the top speed. Crazy. Disclaimer দিয়ে রাখি. I do not do this often. I'm just doing it for your video.
thank you so much
And I love my car. I love my car too much to do this every now and then.
agreed
সবাই আমার GTR দেখে এটাই বলে, ভাই একটু pop some bang করো না, you know,
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
it's not really good for your engine.
it is true agreed and also আশেপাশে কোনো অফিস বাসা কিছু নাই so that's a factor too যে আমরা কোনো
Right.
ওদেরকে পলিউট করতেছি রাইট
Right. We're not disturbing anyone in any way. We're peaceful people just doing a car review.
exactly that's it sound is incredible honestly the exhaust system
তোমার রাত্রেবেলা একটু আশেপাশে আওয়াজ কম থাকে তো,
হুম।
and it's cooler.
yes তখন
When you're breathing in cold air, the car responds differently.
agreed
It's much more responsive.
some experience mashallah handling is well top notch
Complete car, bro.
It is,
মানে
it is.
এমন না যে গাড়িটার শুধু স্পিড বেশি।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
In every aspect, in terms of the brake, the handling, the suspension, everything is. This is what exactly I was talking about.
incredible mashallah incredible এখন গরম লাগতেছে
I know, right? আমি AC on
the
করি।
car
Exactly. এর জন্য আমি aircon on রাখছিলাম the whole time.
something else mashallah thank you so much for your time it was an
Absolutely, brother.
absolute pleasure thank you so
Absolutely,
much
brother.
thank you so
Thank
much
you for
Enjoyed
having
a
me.
lot. no
I
absolutely
follow
fine.
your videos. You're doing an excellent job.
thank you so much thank you so much
You know, honestly, bro, the way you do your videos, it's very organic. You interact with the driver, you get to understand the car, you get to know him also.
Exactly.
So I think it's also part of some relationship building we're doing with the car community.
Absolutely.
So
thank you so much.
Hats off.
Thank you so much.
I wish
thank
you all
means
the best.
A lot.
And I really hope you keep on, reviewing better cars than this.
Inshallah. Thank you so much.